What is up? What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay with everything, with the job situation, with the coronavirus situation. Hope everything's going okay for everybody out there. I'm still hanging in there. Everything's going fine. Actually, just decided to do a video today because today, potentially a big day, could be, possibly, depending on what the result is. What result? That's a big question. What result? The question is positive or negative? That's right. I am finally getting the test. I'm going in right now. I have an appointment to go in and get the coronavirus test. I don't know what side of the street this place is on. Don't you love it when Waze tells you to turn on a street, but then it doesn't tell you what side of the street your destination is? So I just got to look, I guess. But man, I haven't been out on the highways in a while. I've been out driving, haven't been out doing anything. So if you haven't been following, if you haven't seen some of my past videos, there was a point where I was pretty sick for about 4 weeks, on and off, mostly on. I was sick, I had the cough, I had a really nasty feverish feeling right behind my eyes. My eyes actually would hurt. And I had, like I said, I had the cough, my lungs would burn. This was from about March 17th, 18th, until about April 10th or so. And the thing that's weird is, towards the end of it, for about 3 days, I thought I was 100% recovered. And then it just came right back full blast for another 3 or 4 days. And then finally, it started to subside, and I got better. So I'd be surprised if they say you never had it. But here's the other problem. Just in the news, they're saying that, where is this place? It's still not telling me what side of the street this place is on. And I got no numbers on the building, so I don't know. I gotta look for numbers. Anyway, on the news, they said this thing is not very accurate. A lot of these antibody tests. This is the blood test. This is the antibody test. Where they tell you whether or not you ever had, past tense, the virus. And they said it's not very accurate at all, so that sucks. This place, there it is, I found it. They said this is just not very accurate, right? Which is not good. The news is claiming it might be as bad as 50% false readings when you get the test. So, so you guys might be saying, like, well, why are you even getting the test if the results are that bad and that's inaccurate? What's the point of even getting tested? Well, I just want to see what it says. It's like curiosity more than anything. I really think I had it. If it comes back negative, I have to take it with a grain of salt. But here's the thing. If it comes back positive, combined with the symptoms that I had, in other words, feeling so sick for that long, at that time of year, March to April, it's just weird. I have not gotten sick, not even a cold or a sore throat, literally, in about 3 years. So for this thing to hit me right at the peak of when this whole coronavirus is going around, and for it to last that long, and for these weird symptoms, really feverish, dizzy, even nauseous at times, just a bunch of weird symptoms. What else could it be, right? You think it has to be coronavirus, but you don't know, I don't know. Who knows? So if it comes back positive, I think I can put a little bit of weight into it because it's combined with the symptoms that I had, right? That were so weird. And I would say it's probably believable. If it says no, if it says you're negative, then I would think, they said the test is not very accurate because of all the symptoms I had, and because the test is saying negative, and because they're saying this test is not very accurate, I'd have to put more faith in the fact that it's a false result, a false negative, which they said there's a lot of false negatives. Anyway, I don't know, but if it says negative, I still have to, even though I think I had it, I have to play it a little bit more safe, in terms of, like, if I want to go to the grocery store and all that, I still have to go, I'm still going to because right now I don't really go out and shop. I have my groceries delivered. I'm just not taking any chances. What's the point? I don't have to. Having all my groceries delivered, unless I absolutely have to go out. Sometimes I'm selling a lot of junk on eBay. I'm kind of surviving on that right now, and some savings and some other stuff, borrowed money. And so sometimes I have to go to my P.O. box if I have a bigger box that I have to drop off. But it's cool in there because I go in, I wear my mask, and it's only about 20% of people wearing masks around Vegas that I see anyway, and I'm not out that much, but it's only about 20%. Maybe it's a little higher, maybe it's 30%. But anyway, I wear my mask, I go into my P.O. box, and they have a bin right inside the front door. I have everything prepaid, labels, they're already pre-shipped, so all I do is open the door, drop it in the bin, and walk out. I don't have to interact with anybody. I wave, I'm out of there, I'm in my car, and I go back home. That's about it, so I don't go out. But here's the thing, if I get the test and it says, yes, you had the coronavirus, you have positive antibodies, you have effective antibodies, because I don't know how accurate what these guys can tell me. Are these the antibodies that can cancel out the virus? There's different types of antibodies. They're like a G and a different type, I forget. One is active, one is not so active. So you want to have the active ones that actually will resist and fight off the virus again, if you get it again, if you get exposed to it again. And maybe these guys can tell me that, maybe not. I'm going to ask them some questions about that if I get a positive result. Or when I'm in there, I'll ask them what kind of details are they going to give me. Is it just going to be positive, negative? Or are they going to give me like some paperwork with my numbers? I have no idea. But if it's positive, here's the thing. Here's where I was going with this. I'm still going to wear my mask when I go out. And I got two types of masks. I have the cloth mask that you throw over your head, and it's real comfortable to wear out. But then I have this for protecting myself. This is for protecting myself. This is basically for protecting other people, for keeping me from spraying my germs around. But if you want to protect yourself, the only way to do it for the most part is these N95s. They're hard to get. I bought mine way back in January when I knew this thing was going to probably blow up. So I just saved them. I only got like 12 of them, but I gave them to friends and family that couldn't get them because, of course, they sold out everywhere. But anyway, this is good still for you to wear. If someone's around you and they sneeze, this thing will block the big particles, right? You don't want to get what's called a high inoculum, which means a high viral load. You don't want to, if you catch this thing, you want to catch it as low a viral load as possible, because then the severity of your case is not so bad. If somebody sneezed right in your face and snot and everything else goes all up in your face and you breathe it in, as nasty as that is, you are going to get much more sick than if you just breathed in a few particles of the virus in the air and you caught a lower viral load, they call it. Anyway, yeah, I studied a lot of this stuff. I geeked out on it because what else are you going to do when you're at home all day long? So I learned a lot about the virus, studying it, reading about it, watching videos, reading reports from other countries, from doctors. I got into all that stuff. So it's curious, though. I want to see what happens with this test. Let's go in and find out. But I keep getting distracted. But if I'm positive, what I was going to say is I'm still going to wear my mask out in public. Even if they say, yeah, you already had it, you have antibodies. But I'm going to be able to go out to grocery stores and shop more comfortably and more safely without worrying as much. You know what I mean? I can go out, shop, and do all this stuff. I don't have to have all my food delivered anymore and worry about, did I catch it? Did I not catch it? Am I going to catch it if I go to the store? I don't want to get sick. I got breathing issues anyway before this. I always had breathing issues, asthma issues, and all this. So I don't want to deal with it. So anyway, appointment's in 5 minutes. Let's get in there and see what happens. All right, the test is done. We're all set. It was much quicker than I thought because everything is appointment based. You make an appointment online, and then this way that you don't get that many people in there at once. Like there was nobody in there but me in terms of customer patients, but there was a couple people that came in after I was leaving. They do an appointment about every 15 minutes or so, I guess. But they don't draw that much blood. They just They take it out of your vein in your arm, and they draw, like a vial of it or something like that. I thought they were going to take like a lot more than that, but I guess it doesn't take that much. It's weird because I've seen other blood tests where they have to take a lot of blood. And I'm like, why the hell are they taking so much blood? You'd think, you just need a small amount. But, I can't talk in this. Hold on. It's ridiculous. I'm in the car anyway. Why am I still wearing this? Ugh. It's gonna be freaking hot over here in Vegas too. Woo! Wearing the mask is not fun in 98-degree weather. Anyway, what the heck was I saying? They don't take that much blood. I was surprised. I thought they would take more, but the only reason I thought they would take more is because I've seen when you go to the doctor and you're doing some other types of blood tests, and they take like a decent amount, like one of those little baggies full or something. And I'm like, why the hell do they need so much blood? But anyway, this thing, they don't need that much blood. They need a little vial. The way it works is I should have my results within 48 hours. So in a couple days, I'll get the results back. I just go onto their website. A doctor will post the results with positive or negative, and then some other statistics, I guess, some numbers or something. So that's good. I'll show you guys when I get those results. In case anybody else is in Vegas and they want to get this thing done, excuse me, we're at E7 Health. E7 Health. They have these apparently in Vegas and Chicago. I don't know where they have them in other locations, but I just saw online that they have a Chicago, and they have, I think, a couple locations out here in Vegas. Excuse me. This one is the 500 East Windmill Lane location. It's not too far from the airport in Vegas, maybe a couple miles, 2-3 miles from the airport, I guess. It's only a couple off ramps past the airport. Yeah, that's where we are. We're at E7 Health. So then once you do the test, you go online, you get your results, and we'll find out finally what the deal is. So stay tuned. Not exactly the result we're looking for right there. That's disappointing. I was hoping that was going to be positive. I was convinced that was going to be positive. How could it not be positive? I had all the symptoms. I was sick. I don't get sick. I haven't even had a cold or anything for 3 years. In fact, since moving to Vegas, I haven't had anything, sore throat or anything. And this thing hit me right in the middle of March. This thing lasted on and off for 4 weeks, basically. And I had pretty much all of the symptoms. The only symptom I didn't experience was loss of taste or smell. But everything else, man, that people were reporting, I felt pretty miserable. And I had to sleep a lot. I was lethargic. Anyway, it is what it is, right? They also said it doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't have the virus ever just because you got a negative result. These antibodies, they are known to possibly wear off in 2 to 4 months in a lot of people. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean you have any protection at all? Will your body recognize it? You won't have as much of a serious bout with it if you do get reinfected again. If I was actually infected, this says they can't find the antibodies. So this means, based on the test results, I didn't have it. But based on everything I experienced, I sure had it. I got to tell you, I don't know what else I had, but here's the other thing, though. The bottom line is this means nothing can change for me in terms of my frequency of going out. visiting with people too much, even with my mask and all that social distancing. I still got to keep all that stuff up. I wanted to step up my frequency of going out and getting food shopping done, maybe hitting the casino a little bit. The casinos have reopened over here, but they do require masks. The casinos now, that just went into effect. I still think I'm gonna go at like 5 in the morning. I'm gonna do a casino video very soon because I'm not gonna let this test result thing bum me out too much. So, but I'm gonna be safe. I'll wear my N95 and then I'll wear my regular fabric mask over that. And we'll go early in the morning. Can't get in the poker room yet. Not ready for that. I don't even know if my local poker room, with the closest one to me over here on this side of town, is Red Rock Casino. I don't even know if they've opened yet. Maybe they have. A lot of the poker rooms have opened down on the Strip, but they're requiring the masks. Some of them are like limiting to 4 or 5 players or something like that. I heard maybe 6 players, but we'll get into the casino. Got to do it. I'll just go at like 5 or 6 in the morning when there's nobody in there pretty much on a weekday, just to play some slot machines and video poker or whatever, just to get out of the house, man. Cabin fever. Stuck in here forever, so haven't gotten out much. It doesn't look like I'm going to get out much anytime soon, so don't know when this thing's going to end. Best case scenario, where you feel really comfortable and confident going out, is after you get that vaccine, if they come out with it, hopefully by like January, February of 2021. Even then, it doesn't mean it's foolproof, but at least you can let your guard down a little bit. Maybe you don't have to worry too much about the crowds. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What are you guys doing? Are you just going full blast and is what it is? Whatever happens, happens? Or are you on lockdown? Are you on a partial lockdown? What are you guys doing about this thing? Me, I'm just doing whatever I can to avoid the situation as much as possible within being reasonable. I got to go pick up shipments at my P.O. box sometimes. I've got to ship things. I go in my P.O. box place, drop it off, wear my face covering. Food shopping, I don't have to go to a store to buy any food or supplies. I use Amazon. I use Vons.com delivery. They deliver the groceries right to the door. Guy drops them off and takes off. Pretty much nowadays you can do anything from home without having to leave for the most part. But other than that, I'm not doing any Ubering, no driving. I'm just, I'm living on some scrounge money. My expenses are very low. I keep my expenses super low. So, yeah, it's what it is. What are you going to do? Thanks for watching, though. I hope you guys click subscribe down below. I need to get some subscribers, and I know I haven't been making many videos lately, so that's not going to help me out in the subscriber area. But if you could subscribe, click the thumbs up button, and let me know what's going on in your coronavirus world out there. What are you guys doing? That would be cool. Because what else are you going to do? I'm stuck at home. I should be making more videos, but I'm not sure what to do. So, but I will. I promise. I guarantee. I will make a video. Maybe within about a week or so. We're gonna head over to the casino and just to get out of the house and walk around, even if it's not crowded. We'll see what it looks like at about 6 in the morning. I think I'll head over there at 6 in the morning. I don't think there'll be very many people in there at all, and there definitely won't be any crowds. So I'll be able to avoid people and see what it looks like. I'll show you guys what's going on. We'll shoot some video in there. But like I said, thanks for watching. Hey, the fire that was just going on out there, that seems like it's dwindling down, so that's a good thing. So there was a fire going on outside, but up in the mountains, I think it is sort of going away, but it was looking pretty ominous for a while. That's my last video. You guys can check it out if you want. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll be back again soon. I promise. Have a good day. Have a good night. Take care.